Want an even more in-depth look at the toy in this review? An entire gallery of images can be found at Toy News International. Just click the link in this video's description. Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the new Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Shell Turtles. That's right, we are getting even more variants of the main four. But this time around, I would say that these are probably some of the best ones out there, and I'm going to show you exactly why. First of all, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging that these figures come in. It's the standard new TMNT blister card packaging, featuring the bright purple and color background there, but you will notice that along the side it's got the battle shell wording, and there's a little picture at the bottom that shows you that his shell opens for storage. And then flipping it around to the back side of the box where the bio would normally be, instead we have a little window cut out so that you can see the turtle figure shell opened up on the inside of the packaging. We also get a look at the included ninja weapons that the figure will come with. So that alone right there is already something to get very excited about. These particular versions of the turtles are storage shell turtles, which is a really cool feature straight out of the vintage line of action figures that many fans always loved. But not only do they include several accessories that can be stored away in their shells, but these new versions of the turtles are more cartoon accurate than the original releases. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way right now. It's comparison time. Here is a look at all of these new Battle Shell Turtles standing alongside the first releases of the Turtles. You'll notice that there is far less detailing on these new versions here because they're a little more sleek. All of the extra details like the wrinkles and the folds and the creases in the skin have been removed because these guys are meant to look a little more animated. You'll also notice that the feet are more rounded off. They don't have the big toes like the first releases do. And most importantly, the head sculpts are all very much more cartoon accurate. They still have the whited out eyes, so there's no pupils, but they do get the whited out eyes when they're battling around in the cartoon series, so it's still very cartoon accurate. Plus, look at Donatello. He's got the gap in his teeth. So fans of the cartoon series will probably be very excited to get more cartoon accurate versions of the four turtles. And one of the things I think is really great about this, these are completely new sculpts. Nothing seems to be reused from those original releases. And even at first I thought maybe these heads might have been reused from the Ooze Tossin' Turtles, but nope. Standing them by side there, you can see that they're close, but they are still different. These guys are entirely new from head to toe, and they look much more like the cartoon. Now, as far as articulation goes on these guys, they do retain exactly what we saw with the first releases. The heads are ball jointed so they can move left and right and a little bit up and down. They got ball joints at the shoulders there, swivels at the elbow as well as an elbow bend, and swivels at the wrist. They've got great hinge joints on the thighs there so legs can go outwards, forwards, and backwards. They have swivels at the knee as well as a standard knee joint. So you can get some pretty great posing out of these guys. Basically exactly what you got out of the first wave, but these guys have the included storage shell, which is found right there on their back. So the storage shell is just on a hinge. It works exactly like the vintage figures, so if you had any of those, you know exactly what to expect here. You can fold that open, and found inside is a slew of different weapons. Now, of course, each of the turtles do include their signature weapons, and they do appear to be pretty much the same ones that we got with the first release. So Donatello has his bow staff, Raphael has his sais, Leonardo his katana blades, and Michelangelo his nunchucks. And they do all have proper places to store those weapons. So they've all got the holsters right there on their belts. Leonardo has his sheaths. But inside of their storage shells, you'll find even more weapons. You'll have some throwing stars and some new bladed weapons, all kinds of cool things that you can pull out and arm up your turtles with. Now, a lot of these weapons are very similar to the extra weapons that came with Series 1, but they are a little bit smaller in order to fit inside of the turtle shell. But I really love this idea, because first of all, I'm always a huge fan when extra weapons have somewhere to be stored. Plus, just the cool vintage feel these guys give off with that storage shell already makes me very happy about them. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the brand new Battle Shell versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think these guys are absolutely the best variants yet, because there's a real reason to pick these guys up. The first releases are terrific, and I love all of the extra detailing and everything that was worked into those sculpts, but I do think it's really cool now finally having versions that are more cartoon accurate. And I think a lot of purists for the cartoon series and a lot of kids are really going to like that about these guys. And the storage shell, well, that's just an added bonus on all of these. These Battle Shell versions of the TMNT will be showing up on store shelves very soon, so happy hunting, and until next time.